Now we're going to begin this busy travel Friday with a change that would affect every air traveler. Airplanes could soon get a lot louder.
Yeah, that's because the government will consider a plan to allow in-flight cell phone calls. As you might imagine, some passengers and airlines wasted no time weighing in.
It's a ban that's been in place for 22 years. No cell phone calls until you touch down. Next month, the FCC will meet to discuss changing its policy, allowing phone calls and access to mobile wireless services once the plane passes 10,000 feet.
I think the pros are that you could be more in touch in the air. If you remember, they used to have those old phones built into the back of the seat. I think the cons is that people would be on the phone and it would be really loud and just disruptive to the flight.
That's exactly why the major flight attendants union is against it. Loud talkers that could drown out important announcements. Voice calls are allowed on some flights in Asia and Europe, but domestic travelers seem to be overwhelmingly against the idea, flooding social media with comments like this: absolutely worst idea and absolutely no way, never. If the rule is changed, each airline would decide whether to allow voice calls. JetBlue and United say their customers are largely against the move. Delta flat out says it would not allow voice calls.
This isn't just an easy thing for them to start doing. They'd have to build some satellite technology and more technology that would allow cellular phones to work. And on top of that, they'd have to create some sort of a pricing structure. How would this work? How would you get that connectivity? Similar to when they launched Wi-Fi for the sky.
Airlines would need to install special equipment on planes to relay wireless signals. And if airlines did allow these calls, there's some concern they could charge passengers a new fee to sit in a quiet section. If the FCC moves forward with the plan, it would invite public comment, a process that could take a year. For so many travelers, silence is golden, but that silence may soon be history.
Can you imagine having to sit on a flight listening to some mindless chatter of somebody else next to you loud the whole time?
And
that would be horrible.
Always mindless when it's somebody else.
Of
when
course,
it's me on the phone,
it's
fascinating. But
That's
yeah,
the
no,
problem. Everybody thinks
TMI,
they're
TMI.
yeah.
I've been on the bus, people on their
The
phone.
worst.
I've had movies ruined for me with the endings.
Yes.
People just aren't conscious.
You cannot rely on people to be to have good manners because they some of them just don't. Texting, absolutely, positively. Who cares?
Right.
But
That's
talking,
nice and quiet.
No way. I'm all for the texting. All right, we want to know what you think about this. Should cell phone calls be allowed in flight? Check out our Facebook page at WNNFans.com and post a comment.